Let us take the blessings of Jagannath, Subhadramayi, Baldev. Jagannath, Baldev, Subhadramayi ki jai, Panchatattva ki jai, Vamnadev ki jai, Narsimha Bhagavan ki jai, Jai Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Let us start with the Guru Pranam. Om Ajnanatimirantasya Jnananjana Chakshur Unmilitam Ena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Iti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavade Paschatya Desha Tarine Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shiva Shadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Today we are going to read from the chapter 1. The chapter 1 is observing the armies on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. And the sloka which we are going to do today is 1.20. It's a very nice shloka and very simple shloka. Everybody can try to learn it and memorize it also. It's very nice. So let us go with the shloka. Atha vyavasthitān dṛṣṭvā dhṛtarāṣṭrān kapi-dhvajaḥ pravṛtte śastra-sampāte dhanur udyamya pāṇḍavaḥ hṛṣīkeśaṁ tadā vākyam idam mahī-pate. Translation by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. At that time, Arjuna, the son of Pāṇḍu, seated in the chariot, bearing the flag marked with Hanuman, took up his bow and prepared to shoot his arrows. O king, after looking at the son of Dhṛtarāṣṭra, drawn in military array, Arjuna then spoke to Lord Kṛṣṇa these words. So both the armies here on the Kuru side and the Pandava side have lined up in the battlefield of Kurukshetra. And the Kuru army is being headed by Bhishma Pitamaha, and the Pandava army is the commander-in-chief of the Pandava army is dṛṣṭvā. Both are Maharathis, and they're all very powerful. And here in the sloka, it says that after looking at the sons of Dhṛtarāṣṭra drawn in military array, Arjuna then spoke to Krishna these words. So here in this verse, what Arjuna spoke is not given. That is a secret we are going to learn from tomorrow. But here what happens is the armies are lined up very nicely in such a way that Duryodhana sees the army, the way of army, which is lined up, the Pandavas, and which is being guided by Lord Sri Krishna. He's a little bit like, after seeing that, he's scared. Actually, we saw that in before verses also. His heart is scared, and he knows that Dharma is going to win, but still he was adamant that he is going to win, and he was supporting all his side soldiers, and he was just boosting them up. Don't worry, we have great Maharathis here, like Bhishma Pitamaha, and my Gurudev Dronacharya is there, and Ashwatthama is there, Guru Putra, and Karna is there. So he was just giving support by saying all these words. But still, by seeing the army which is lined up on the side of Pandavas, especially guided by Krishna, so his heart is a little trembling over here. So Sanjaya is telling all these words to Dhṛtarāṣṭra because of his divine eye, and he can see what is happening in the battlefield of Kurukshetra here. In this verses, Sanjay is addressing Arjuna as kapi-dhvajaḥ. All over these Bhagavad Gita slokas, like depending on the situation, a certain character is being addressed in a certain way. So how the character is being addressed we can get it from there itself, the meaning of the whole sloka, depending on the situation. So now Sanjaya is addressing Arjuna as kapi-dhvajaḥ, means monkey bannered, which means the presence of monkey god Hanumanji on the Arjuna's chariot. So like the monkey god is present on Arjuna's chariot, and who's there to guide Arjuna and his brothers? Lord Kṛṣṇa. Lord Kṛṣṇa is there. When Lord Kṛṣṇa is there, the goddess of fortune is definitely present over there. So what else Arjuna needs, right? Like the eternal servitor of Rama, Hanumanji is there, because Hanuman helped Rama during the war the war between Rama and Ravana, when he went to save Sita Devi from Lanka. So everybody turned victorious, right? When Rama was been helped by Hanumanji. Of course, it is all the mercy of the God, but it is just like the cooperation of Hanumanji, everything, the war became victorious. So now, like Lord Rama is present, it's none other than Krishna, and the eternal servitor Hanumanji is present on the flag, and of course the eternal consort. Arjuna sees everybody who's been assembled in the opposite side, and he is taking his arrow, and now he's starting to talk, to tell something to Krishna, that we will be seeing in the next verse. But there is a story behind this. Why should I? So when during those times, one day Arjuna just asked Krishna, Madhava, I don't understand why during Lord Rama period of time, the monkeys worked so hard to make the bridge from India to Lanka with heavy stones. If I was there, I would have made a bridge out of my arrows. So that's what Arjuna was saying. Immediately, Krishna gave a very nice smile, diplomatic smile, and he said, all right, go ahead and show your arrow bridge. Very skillfully, Arjuna immediately showered thousands and thousands of arrows, and he made a bridge. Arjuna saw this and he immediately realized his mistake, and he came to know that these arrows could have not uphold the weight of Rama and his armies, definitely. So he went to Hanumanji and he begged pardon. Lord Hanuman, please forgive me. This is my ignorance. And Hanumanji forgave him, and he taught him, you should be humble and never be proud of the skills. So he taught him a lesson, and also gave Arjuna a boon, saying that definitely during the great war, he would seat himself on the Arjuna's chariot. That is how Arjuna's chariot flag carried the insignia of Hanumanji. So when Hanumanji is there with Lord Rama, Hanumanji never leaves Lord Rama, right? So when Hanumanji is there with Lord Rama, and of course the goddess of fortune is there, so definitely the signs of victory is there for Pandavas, because the dharma is there on the Pandavas side here. So this is what today's shloka is. And yes, of course, we have to follow the dharma, definitely. Arjuna, what is he going to speak? And a lot of his qualities are going to come out now, one by one. When he starts speaking to Lord Kṛṣṇa, slowly all his qualities are going to come out, and we are going to learn a lot of lessons from that, from what Arjuna is going to talk with Krishna, and what Krishna is going to advise Arjuna also. So let us all be in this space and follow the dharma. And this hearing Bhagavad Gita every day is just like nectar, a sweet nectar. The sugar candy is always very sweet for a healthy person, but it does not taste sweet for a people who is with jaundice, right? So it is the same thing. Everywhere we are all healthy, so like we should feed our soul every day by hearing this Bhagavad Gita, very nice sweet nectar. And let us all attend this program every day, and please share it with your well-wishers, devotees, and friends also. So when we are sharing the Bhagavad Gita, we are becoming a very dear devotee to Lord Krishna, and definitely his mercy will be on us to be in the spiritual path and the progress in the spiritual path. So Arjuna is like, now, like, he has showered thousands of arrows, and he made a bridge out of arrow. And now he says, Krishna, it is now, my bridge is ready. So Krishna is calling now the hero to test this job. How is the bridge? So our hero is coming here. So our hero who comes is here. जय हनुमान ज्ञान गुण सागर, जय कपीश तिहु लोक भुजागर, रामदूत अतुलित बल धामा, अंजन पुत्र पवन सुत नामा. So when Hanumanji started walking on the bridge, it started crumbling under his feet. Arjuna immediately realized his mistake, so he just thought it could, his arrow bridge could have not withhold Rama and his heavy army. So he begged pardon to Hanumanji, and Hanumanji taught him a lesson not to be proud of his skill anymore, and to be humble. Definitely it is with Arjuna, but everyone goes a little bit here and there, right? So it happened to our Arjuna also. But this confirms that he should never be proud of his skills. So Arjuna learnt a lesson here. And also Hanumanji gave a boon to Arjuna, saying that during the great war, he would seat himself on Arjuna's chariot. That's why Arjuna's chariot flag carried the insignia of Hanumanji, which is a sign for victory. So Lord Rama is there, none other than Krishna. When Lord Rama is there, it is eternal servitor Hanumanji is there on the chariot, and definitely the goddess of fortune is also there. These are the signs of assured victory for Arjuna. So Arjuna is not worried about anything, because he's in the guidance of Lord Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Thank you.
Anand, I heard this one, and other reason was there. Hanuman was on the chariot. When other warriors used to fight and throw these arrows, and the chariot used to shake. So Krishna wanted Hanuman to be there, and Arjuna's chariot never used to be shake when so many arrows comes from Bhishma and Karna. So his chariot always be steady. So that was also another reason Hanumanji sitting on above the chariot actually. So to keeping weight and can steady that chariot. Otherwise, when so much fighters were there, they put fire arrows. The chariot goes to 10 feet down, 10 feet back, like that way it used to go actually. So that was another reason of Hanumanji sitting on a Arjuna chariot. Hare Krishna.
Wonderful, Prabhuji. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Thank you.